What up? Ah! Oh, fuck. It's crappening! First of all, can you hear me? Because I didn't test this. Yay? Nay? Great. Today has not been my day, okay? Like, minus the fact that I went and got pie. That was the part that was my day. And then everything else was just kinda some level of bullshit to varying degrees. What's up, Toad? What's up, Tipton? Mr. Biscuits, I don't know if you're in here still. What's up, Kenny? Boop, 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 boop. Pinky's out. What's up, Laz? Need a charge, though? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not ready today. Life is not ready. Like, at the last minute, I realized that I didn't have a particular cable. And so there was like a last... It wasn't a last... whatever. It wasn't technically a fire drill, but it could have been. Okay? It almost was. So, hi! Maybe I'm too excited. I'm talking too loud. I don't need to talk so loud. Laz the Spaz. Yeah, I'm back. And, I don't know how much drawing I'm gonna do today, although I did realize that, my mom's coming out here tomorrow. I keep forgetting that it's Mother's Day. She is not impressed with where I've chosen to take her tomorrow, which is part of the bullshit that I'm dealing with. But you know what? It's fine, and it's gonna have to be fine. I do apologize. I don't have Tim Tams, so I feel very unprepared. So I can't do a Tim Tam slam for my first time back after like 6 months. Oh my god. Wouldn't it be funny though if it really was 6 weeks and it just really felt like 6 months? I would really believe that. I feel like it's been a lot longer. But yeah, so I'm not prepared with Tim Tams, and I drank more than I usually do Thursday, and so I don't feel like doing anything except eating spinach sandwiches to make up for that. So I don't have a drink either. I've got some green tea lemonade here, and that is my drink. I should have chosen a place that has a lot of alcohol on the menu for tomorrow. Now that I think about it. First, the time rift was in the plumbing. Yeah, for real. No plumber. I'm seriously. So I mean, look. So me and Jay bought this house, right? We closed middle of September. Okay. But we still had the apartment, and just started to pack everything up. You guys know that. That's the last time I kind of saw you guys, was when like the cat parlor was pretty bare bones, right? Like everything was being taken off the walls and that kind of stuff. So, so yeah, but in the closing, look, we'll just get into it. We're just gonna get into the house drama, so get your drinks ready. Mine's really sad. Considering everything, this should all be vodka. Anyways, so yeah, in the closing negotiations, and we had, look, just to preface everything, we had a house inspection, okay? A lot of people were like, didn't you have a house inspector? Totally had one. But they just kind of, you know, turn on the faucets and run the dishwasher, things like that, and make sure that, like, there's no standing water forming, everything's draining fine. And with the state of the pipes as they were, I'm surprised that there was no standing water that didn't appear outside of the house, I guess, maybe, but yeah, definitely was no draining problem, especially with the kitchen sink. So yeah, we moved in, and we had, just for this story's purposes, I'm gonna call the seller by a different name. I'm gonna call her what are we gonna call her besides a bunch of expletives? What should we call her? Debbie? I don't know. Something really generic. It's a house. Right. We don't know it isn't vodka. Okay, so Debbie, okay, the house seller, she is a realtor, but she wasn't selling the house herself, okay? She was having a colleague or a fellow realtor sell the house on her behalf, okay? And so negotiating things, inspector coming out, everything's looking fine, okay? Fine. And this was the second house that we looked at, or the second house, sorry, we looked at, there was one day we looked at like 9 houses. It was kind of bananas. But this was the second house that we actually had a house inspection on. And so, yeah. So went through that, same inspector. I used to know all the cast of characters' names, but it's fine. And so he was like, hey, there's a little bit of a slow drain in the bathtub, but like probably nothing that like Roto-Rooter couldn't handle, right? And so when we got into like the contract negotiations, we had like a list of things that like we would like to have addressed, and one of them was to just have Roto-Rooter come out and just sort of like, you know, flush the pipes, check things, blah blah blah. And Debbie was like cool with just about everything on the list, and it turned out, we would find out later, that she really just gave a key to the house to like dozens of handymen, okay, that would come out here and take care of these little things, alright? But one of the things that like she didn't want to continue to fuss with, she didn't want to do anything with the Roto-Rooter. She just was like, we'll give you guys some money, you can take care of that, right? So, fine. We thought that the bathroom was too tiny. The master bathroom was the only thing that we didn't like about the house, cosmetically. And it was because it was like this weird closet, okay, of a master bathroom, so it's super tiny. And then on top of that, in this little closet space, there was a kitty corner shower that it was like just in the corner, like the doorway was even kind of kitty corner. Does that make sense? Like maybe, yeah. Mr. Magoo house inspector for real. Karen, oh my god, yeah, ooh, let's call her Karen. I like that better. She's probably a Karen. I've seen photos of her. Anyways, okay, so where was I? You'd think I had already had a drink. So she didn't want anything to do with that. She was like, whatever, we're gonna give you guys some money to take care of that. Plus, when one of the handymen came to fix something in the bathroom area, they knocked some tiles off. And then also, that was the other thing that the inspector noticed, was that some of the tiles in the master bathroom were loose, and so it would need to be retiled. And so that's also something that she just kind of threw money at, which is fine because we thought that the bathroom needed to be redone anyways, right? It had that kitty corner shower, It was so tiny that when Jay stood up in the shower, this was the shower head. Like, he was... Jay's... Look, everyone's tall to me, okay? I'm 5'1", alright? But Jay's only 6'2". I just feel like if he were like 6'5" and up, maybe this would be like, well, yeah, of course that happened, but like 6'2", shower head right here in your face, that's weird. Also, if he went like this, you know, and did like chicken wang arms, this elbow out of the shower, okay? Anyways, and the bathtub was super tiny, and so inside of this closet of a bathroom, a shower, a toilet, and a bathtub were all shoved into this tiny space. So we were like, that's cool, she'll just give us some money, and she took off as much from the house as she could. I guess there's a certain limit, you can't take so much off after a while. Anyways, but we worked a whole bunch of stuff out, right? So we're like, great, we're gonna use this money we saved, and we're gonna put that towards getting the bathroom remodeled, right? And so we start moving in, and slept on the floor the first night, the floor of the living room on a mattress. And the cat parlor, which I'm in right now, it's one of the front 2 rooms. It had everything shoved into it, right? Like all of the couches and stuff were just sort of shoved into this room, up on their sides, boxes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was just like someone was just squatting here, okay? But it was like, it was fine because it was temporary, okay? And so yeah, we were able to move pretty quick on getting someone to come in and start remodel work. The guy who was a contractor for it was actually our realtor's son. So he comes out, he gets it going, demoed the bathroom, okay? So it is like concrete floor, massive holes in it because we were going to be moving the plumbing for the toilet up against this wall so that we could open up the space. Okay, so the floor's it's all concrete, tiles gone, walls are like gutted open, okay? And so we were like, well, we're not gonna set up the bedroom, the master bedroom, right? Because no one wants to be sleeping in there with like all of these handymen just coming in and out and tracking dirt and everything. And anyways, so again, temporary, right? So we put the mattress in here, okay, and just started to set up any of the spaces that we could, since that we're not having to do with that area of the house. And then the first Saturday that my parents came out here, a guy who I like to call Jimmy the Plumber, like his full name is just Jimmy the Plumber, okay, he comes out to start like, you know, getting all of that stuff addressed with the remodel. And he's like, hey, so this, and he comes out with like a chunk of pipe that looks just rusted to shit. He's like, so this just came off in my hand. And your plumbing looks really, really bad. And so he runs a scope and he's like, yeah, this is like riddled with cracks over here on this side. And then he runs a scope on the kitchen side. Just a complete break, okay? Like, the kitchen sink just went straight into the dirt. Completely broken, okay? Needless to say, discussions with our realtor and back with the seller and her friend who sold it to us started to happen immediately, okay? And so I won't bog you guys down with a lot of the back and forth with that. But at some point, our realtor was like, hey, our neighbors on our right, no, when you're facing the house, our left, anyways, really nice couple about me and Jay's age, and they came over and introduced themselves to us, and I was, you know, just kind of explaining to them, like, you know, like, we'd invite you in, but, like, our house is a mess right now because of all these plumbing problems that have happened, like, immediately. And they were like, oh man, I need to back up a little bit. So at some point we were trying to get home insurance, right? And we knew that Karen, the house seller, had been She had been 6 months of temporary, for real. Okay, so Karen was in the middle of a divorce, okay? And because at some point when we were going through all like the paperwork and stuff, we had fresh, brand new paperwork that we had to sign and replace the old paperwork because the old paperwork had her husband's name on it. Well, they were in the middle of a divorce, but also he had died. We heard that he was really sick, okay? And he was the one that was last living in the house. Like, apparently, Karen was not living in the house when, for, you know, I don't know, past 6 months or whatever. So, and his name's Kevin, because I keep wanting to call him Kevin for some reason, by mistake. What's up, Victoria? Okay, so... Sorry I'm a little all over the place with this story. It's been a minute. Okay, so we knew that, like, Kevin was sick and he had died in the house, okay? And it was further clarified that had happened when we went to get home insurance, and we were not getting the same rate that Jay was seeing on the website. Okay, so he just straight up calls up and he's like, hey, I'm trying to get the rate that I see on the website, but, like, you know, when I apply for it with my address and punch and all that kind of stuff, like, it's not coming up. Like, why am I not getting the same rate? So the guy does some digging and he goes, oh, it's because there was a death claim filed on the house, okay? And so I was, like, trying to research death claims and figure out, like, yeah, I know that the guy died in here, but, like, why would a death claim be filed? Like, what? I don't understand. Anyways, right? But set that aside, okay? Set that aside in your mind. We'll come back to it. So, nice neighbors, Rob and Amanda come over, introduce themselves to us. We explain the plumbing situation and how, at this point in time, so the first 2 weeks of our house, let me tell you what it was like. We were sleeping on a mattress, on the bed mattress, in this room, with everything for the cat parlor, except for the couches, which we had pulled out, thankfully, and just boxes, stacks of boxes over here, right? So we're sleeping on this floor. We can't really use, we can't wash clothes, okay? Because we can't run the washer, we can't run the dishwasher, and we can't really wash dishes. Like, you're just not really supposed to be running a whole lot of water because, again, that pipe for the kitchen, boom, straight into the dirt, okay? So Jay and I were ordering out, like, for almost every meal. I had to buy, like, I bought some eco-friendly, so it was, like, made of wood and cardboard or something. Anyways, because I just didn't want us to be using a whole bunch of plastic, right, and just throwing that in the garbage. So we were eating with, like, temporary utensils, temporary plates. We couldn't make a Thanksgiving meal. One of the toilets, I say one of the toilets, we only had one toilet at the time. The one toilet that was still hooked up, it flooded Thanksgiving morning. So yeah, we explained all of that to Rob and Amanda. And they were like, yeah, you know, we really didn't know the guy who lived here, Kevin. He was kind of a shut-in. We just heard he was really sick. But yeah, he just kind of kept to himself, so we didn't really know him. And we didn't really know Karen either, that too terribly well. They just kind of kept to themselves, right? But they were like, you know, thoughts and prayers for you, right? Like, sorry to hear about this. But they also kind of told us that, like, a lot of people in the area had similar problems. A lot of these houses were built in, like, 80, 81, and had cast iron plumbing, and so I don't know what it is about this area. Like, I thought cast iron plumbing should last you for hundreds of years, so I wasn't expecting to have a problem, but yeah, so it seemed to be a regular occurrence, so we told our realtor that, and that even Rob and Amanda had also expressed to us that they had to do the exact same thing with their house. It was just a common problem, right? So my realtor says to me, hey, I'm going to be drafting up some letters, and it would be really helpful, I think, that if instead of saying, you know, neighbors in the area, if you could go get their their last name to go along with their first name, right? Make this a little bit more formal, right? And so one day, after work, I go over and I, say, hi, sorry, I'm coming over here and explain why I was asking to get their last name, just to make sure that they were okay with it and all that kind of stuff. And so Rob was the one that was out walking his dog. I just happened to catch him, right? So I start talking to him, letting him know where we are in the process. Amanda sees that I'm talking, comes out, and at this point, Rob was reiterating to me, like, yeah, we just heard Kevin was really sick, and I forget what he was saying exactly, but at the point that Amanda comes out, she tells me, Kevin and, they were saying that all they knew about Karen was that she had a little dog and that her and Kevin were in the middle of a divorce, right? And it was really ugly, okay? It was getting really nasty. And so that's kind of when Amanda comes outside. And Amanda says, oh yeah, she kind of jumps in, right? She's like, oh yeah, Kevin, he left these like really hateful letters to Karen. He was really mean to her. Like it was just kind of like, F you, and I'm gonna leave you with all of my debt and blah blah blah, okay? But then he left like a really nice letter to his boss, and I was like looking at him and I was like, so did Kevin know he was gonna die? Like, cause you guys said he was really sick, so like, did he have like a terminal illness, and so he knew he was gonna die, and that's why he was leaving these letters, right? So then Amanda looks at Rob, and Rob looks at Amanda, and Amanda goes, they're gonna find out eventually, okay? Now I also will back up and tell you guys that, what's up, Jenny? Brizzy! Okay. So I'm also going to back up and tell you that Jay spent a lot of time at this house setting up like the internet and all the cable, all that kind of stuff, right? So he got to meet everyone in this cul-de-sac. I have actually not met anyone in this cul-de-sac, except for Rob and Amanda, who's technically on the outside of it. So anyways, but the guy over here, whose name is escaping me right now, if Jay was in chat, he would tell you guys. But anyways, he meets Jay, and he kind of laughs, and he says, yeah, I was wondering who they were going to get to buy this house. And when Jay's telling me that the first neighbor he met said that, I go, did you ask him what he meant by that? And Jay goes, no. And I'm like, dude, that's why he said that. That was like he was opening a door for you. He wanted you to ask. If I was there, I would have asked, okay? So anyways, so fast forward to where I'm talking to Rob and Amanda, and they have this, like, talk through their eyes, right? They're just looking at each other like, wow, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell them, right? And that's when Amanda looks at me and she goes, Kevin killed himself in the house. And I was like, oh, okay. She goes, yeah, he killed himself in the house. And I was like, okay, that's why there's this all makes sense now. So yeah, and I don't remember why we didn't get into the details necessarily about it, but Amanda had even come in and helped, because Karen had called the neighbor on the other side and had him come in and help clear things out, because I guess she just didn't want anything to do with, she just wanted to do as little as possible, I guess, with the house, okay? So this happened in November of 2021, okay? It happened on November 9th of 2021, alright? Jim Bob, yeah, we'll call the neighbor Jim Bob over there. No, we're gonna get to where this all happened. Yeah, and just so you guys know, I did sage this house before I brought anything in, okay? Before I've learned about, because just knowing that he died in the house, I was like, no, okay? I even joked with Jay at some point that, like, the plumbing problem was actually because Karen had actually murdered her husband and was just trying to flush his body down the toilet, which there's a couple of cases like that, but anyways, so I'm like, okay, so that happens November 9th, 2021. I get home and I realize that it was actually that I had this conversation and find this information out on November 9th of 2022. Okay, so wait. No, it happened in 2020. Yeah, 2020, 2021. We're in 2022 right now. I don't know what year it is, guys. Time is weird. What's up, burritos? Okay, so, yes, Laz was right about it. It's 2020. Okay, so I find this out literally a year to the day that Kevin killed himself in this house, right? And without going into a lot of details about it, like, my pie friend, who I've known since I was, like, in diapers, she tried to kill herself twice, when she was a teenager. And Jay also tried to kill himself when he was in his early 20s. And so, like, I went back with that information, and, like, it just made me really sad. And I was just really depressed about it, right? And I was just thinking, man, this guy Kevin was probably, like, really depressed and sad, and, like, probably killed himself, like, in the master bedroom, because it's, you know, it's the furthest from the street, and, you know, bedrooms just tend to be like your most like sacred kind of space in the house. It's very personal, right? So I'd created this whole narrative, and I was really depressed and sad about it, okay? And I tell Jay, because he's just like, why are you a sad sloth on the couch? And I was like, this is why. I mean, obviously, I immediately told him what I had learned from our neighbors. Anyways, the next day, or a few days later, it was Veterans Day, and that's a bank holiday, and so Jay had the day off. I did not. And he was outside doing some, like, yard stuff or whatever, and Jim Bob, the neighbor on the other side, who had helped with clearing the house out for Karen, he sees him, and so he asks how everything's going with the house, because he noticed that we had a lot of, like, vans and stuff in front of the house. He knows that work is happening, right? So he's explaining to him or whatever. And so I just kind of hear voices outside, and but I don't, you know, I'm working, and so I don't step outside and say hi or anything. Anyways, I go on about my day, and Jay's out there for a while. He comes back in, and he gets like the rest of the scoop, like all the details, okay? So what had happened was, the reason why Karen and Kevin were divorcing was because Kevin had a massive gambling issue, and he had used pretty much all of their life savings and gambled it away, okay? Additionally, when things would go wrong with the house, he would just get like the insurance claim money for fixing the problem, but he wouldn't actually fix the problem. So, despite it being Texas in the middle of summer, when his air conditioner went out, he just left it. So he just lived in like sweltering heat, okay? And at some point, the plumbing on the bedroom side of the house had failed and flooded. And so when that happened, I'm not really sure that Kevin really even fixed any of the problems. But what he did do was he just ripped up all the carpet, okay? And so that's why there's hardwood floors now throughout this entire house, is because it used to be carpet, but he ripped it up. So he was living in squalor, okay? Concrete floors, ripped up carpet, who knows what the state of the plumbing was on this side. And according to Amanda, who had helped clean out the house, it looked very much like a hoarder, like just stacks and stacks of like pill bottles and stuff were all in the bathroom, kitchen counter covered in like old bags of food, stuff like that. And Kevin also had diabetes really bad, I guess, and so he'd had to have a toe amputated or something. So And so since it is 2020, right, and you couldn't really go to a hospital for some of these other medical things, he had some nurses that would come out on a regular basis and like tend to the wound and everything like that, and clean it and redress it and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so they come out here November 9th, 2020. Two sweet ladies come out here to do their job. And Kevin is sitting on the couch in the living room with a pistol. And so they immediately freak out and leave. Okay, they go out front, they call 911. And when you call 911, you guys know that the fire truck comes out, the ambulance comes out, police come out, everybody comes out. Okay, so everyone shows up. The police come into the house, have a standoff with Kevin, which leads him to this room right here. This room where Kevin shoots himself in the head and kills himself. So, yeah. It wasn't at all like how I thought. Yep. And so, yeah. And that's just this part of the story. That doesn't include like all the drama of like having to have these trenches dug around the house to like dig up all the old plumbing, and then those people who did that work just decided to stop showing up to do the work in the middle of like 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. They just decided to just stop working. And so then Jimmy the plumber comes back out here. He said that the work that they did was not complete, so he essentially takes all their work out, redoes all their work. There were days where Jay and I had to, while we still had the lease on the apartment, at the end of the workday, we would drive over to the apartment to shower because we couldn't shower here. And again, we had no Thanksgiving meal because we couldn't cook anything. Yeah. I don't know. That really kind of... I won't get into the rest of it. There was a lot of banana stuff, okay? Like, Jimmy the plumber, sometimes he would just call. Like, he would say on a Friday, like, he would leave after doing some work, and he'd be like, alright, I'm gonna see you guys Monday morning or whatever, first thing in the morning. But, like, 9 o'clock, he would call and be like, I gotta help my daughter move. Like, one day he literally was like, I started celebrating New Year's Eve early. So that tells you how long we were dealing with like a half functioning house. Thankfully by Christmas, I think it was New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve, that's the first meal we actually were able to make a meal in this house. So yeah, and I kept saying things like, maybe we'll have the bathroom finished by Thanksgiving, by Christmas, by New Year's, by Jay's birthday, by Valentine's Day. Well, I think it was Groundhog's Day, then Valentine's Day. And then I just gave up on trying to figure out when all of that would get done. Yeah. So that's ultimately why it took me so long to so that that whole time we're sleeping on the floor. I'm working from the kitchen counter. Yeah, so that's kind of like that's not even that's probably the shortest I could probably tell this story. But yeah. I don't have an air fryer. I'm not really big into fried stuff, though. Definitely need some Palo Santo. Yeah. Again, yeah, and what's up, Dapper Dan? Dapper Dan? Yeah, we definitely, you know, I'm just, sorry, I'm scrolling back to see y'all's. Karen be disappointed that Kevin escaped her. Dissolved him in acid in the bathtub. Mm-hmm. Whew, man. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. On on one hand, though, I was kind of happy that, like, I was happy to find out on some hand that, like, he didn't kill himself in the master bedroom because, you know, turned out we had already been sleeping in the room where he killed himself. So yeah, and that's also specifically why there was a death claim on the house, because Hazmat had to come out here and, like, you know, clean up bodily fluids. So yeah. So I'm really happy that this space probably will not remind Amanda of that incident at all, that it looks like a very, like, happy, creative space. So yeah, anyways. I never got to meet Karen, and you know what's really sad is that, like, I was really, you know, like, I thought when we went and signed the house papers, I was like, oh, maybe we'll meet her, you know, and I just had this, like, Pixar animated film idea in my head of, like, what it was gonna be like. But yeah, she didn't waste any time up and moving and getting out of here. Well, not out of the States, but out of the continuous, whatever. The 48, she lives in Hawaii now. But yeah, I did write her not a nasty letter, but not a nice, well, it was a sad letter, that I ended up writing her, just so that she would understand how it had impacted our lives, because ultimately this ended up costing us $25,000, and so yeah, it was just really stressful for a while there. I was worried that the car was gonna break down. I was worried, you know, that DOG was gonna have problems, and I didn't appreciate being put in a position where I couldn't financially take care of my cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, I think, is what really upset me the most, was being in that position for the first time, where I was just like, please don't get sick, you know, for a few months here, because, like, I can't afford, like, to take care of you right now, and so that really sucked. But anyways, as soon as I get things, like, going, get some more things, like, kind of set up, because, like, it has been a process. Like, I still kind of have box land in some areas, and once I got one space set up, like, it meant that, like, another one got junked up with, you know, crap or whatever, and so then I have to go through there, and anyway, so it's just been a kind of a ongoing, continuous process of still trying to move into this house. Yeah, but we're in the home stretch. It's comfortable enough to where we don't cry on a regular basis. So there were a lot of tearful nights between the both of us, to say the least. So anyways, I wrote her a Dear Karen letter. Oh man, all 4. That's rough. I apologize, I forget that you have more than Laz, you know? Yeah, DOG's gotta go back. He's gotta go in for a checkup. That's another thing that happened in the middle of all of this, is that, God. Yeah, so DOG found out that his heart disease was progressing. It had gone from, like, not really being a problem to he's got to be medicated now. So that was a pretty hard day. And so yeah, he's got to go in for a checkup at the end of June, to see how the medication's working. Most days he's alright taking his medicine. He does give me some hard time sometimes. He doesn't want to eat it in his food, but anyways, There we go. But yeah, so that happened. I had a rash on my neck for like 2.5 months, and we didn't know like what was causing it. Oh my gosh, what all happened? Leave me alone, Duolingo. It's been bananas. Okay. I have killed so many spiders. Jay has killed so many wasps. Very, very crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I want to do a tour of the studio as soon as I get like a couple more. I got a couple of pieces that are coming in. I got a neon light that's gonna go up here off the side. It's gonna say Caturday. That I'm really excited. Should arrive sometime next week. And yeah, so this Jay's studio is not quite set up, but he did at least get his keyboard back out, and I don't know. So yeah, it's been a process, guys. What's up, Robin? It could have been stress. I don't know, but yeah, it was forever. And it would start to go away, and then it would get bad again. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a crazy life. So is 4 o'clock a good time? I just thought maybe moving it up a little bit might be helpful, you know, for some people. And I also am thinking that I'm gonna start just with the first Caturday of every month. That's when I'll do drawing, and then sprinkled in between, you know, I might do some gaming over on Twitch. But I haven't got that set up completely. But that's my next thing to kind of work on. So yeah. I mean, it very well could be. I've gone through I think I've experienced just about everything you can due to stress. Yeah, I didn't put eyebrows on forever, guys. I was like, what is the point? You know, yeah. And it was really frustrating because, like, my mom was just like, oh, you'll be fine. And I'm like, shut up. Shut up, Linda. I'm Central Time Zone. Ooh. That's cool. 1 Caturday a month works. Yeah, I think 1 Caturday a month works too. I actually have, like, I should try to start working on a painting, but yeah. I got new glasses, so that's exciting. Mostly I'm excited that these aren't transitions. I wanted to keep reusing my old lenses, but I guess they're too old. So I didn't know that was a thing. Like, they're just like, oh, these lenses, your frames are just, or the frames, sorry, they're just, your frames are wonky, which is fair. I sleep on them and all that kind of stuff. Oh, sweet. Oh, you're in SoCal? Hey, Victoria, are you going to, CatCon? October 1st and 2nd, I think. I just know that it's the first Saturday of, or the first weekend of October is when it's happening. Also, I'm thinking I'm gonna hop from, Pasadena, California for CatCon, and then I'm gonna hop over to Salem, Massachusetts, and I'm gonna possibly stay with Maya Cat and meet Mordecai and of course meet Maya, and go to the Witch Kitty City convention there. Oh, where's your sweet king, Dog? Yeah, he's so Burritos, I don't know if you've seen kind of like the layout of the living room or the great room or whatever you want to call it, but it's got a centralized fireplace that kind of like dissects the living room section from what I assume most people would use as a dining room, but weird, not most people, so it's not a dining room. It's kind of like a book reading area. We also call it the Dog Den because he's kind of claimed it as his, and that's where he is at right now, sleeping. But I do want to get like right now it's just the Pusheen, but I want to get like a little mini like little cat tree thing here so that Dog can kind of chill here if he wants. But yeah, the couch setup is not part of the new setup in here. The gray couch that I used to sit on that you guys remember, it's actually across from me and it's just for chilling in the morning. And so I've just got like a more of a formal desk. But yeah, so we're gonna, you know, maybe sometimes he'll be here when I'm in talk mode or whatever. So yeah, he got sun windows now. He don't need y'all. So that's the plan so far, but I just haven't gotten it yet. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, what's up, Pauline? You're 6 hours ahead of Central. Wow, so it's like I went live at like 10 basically. Once a month is perfect. Dead body couch. I mean, look. So my next step in the whole like Kevin totally murdered himself in my house is that so because of all the problems, so Rob and Amanda were really nice and they hosted me and Jay over at their house, and I got to meet their 2 dogs, and I really wanted to meet their 2 cats, but their 2 cats kind of like hid under furniture. I don't know why I kind of like blanked on that, but anyways, so we haven't hosted them over here yet, so at some point once things are, you know, we're gonna have them over. So I'm just really interested to have like Amanda walk through because she helped Jim Bob when he came over here, because also Jim Bob came over here like after, like before Hazmat even got here, like anyways. Oh, and then like Karen tells Jim Bob, you can take anything you want from the house, like I don't care. He had a lot of nice like tools and stuff in the garage, like you can take whatever you want, right? She just didn't want to deal with anything. And he tells Jay that he and Kevin had they were the same shoe size, and so when he was in the closet he found a nice pair of shoes still in a shoebox, appeared to never have been worn. So he's like, I'm gonna take these shoes, okay? So Jim Bob takes the shoes, alright? But then he just felt too oogie about it and never wore them. Anyways, that's a random story for you. Gray couches for the studio audience. It is kinda. This is where you guys are at. That's right, Kenny. Sometimes I wonder, like, if he was, you know, if he was like a ghost that would come back and just be like, oh my god, this room is full of cat stuff, like, like, I wonder if he was like, I hate cats, or maybe he liked cats, I don't know. And also, I don't know, Jim Bob and, you know, the neighbors, Rob and Amanda, like, they kind of have like a bad, like, Jim Bob's like, dude, Kevin was crazy. He just straight up was like, he was crazy And he would water my lawn because he didn't like that I didn't care how green my lawn was, but he would only have the sprinklers come out a little bit, and so like this one random patch on my yard was green, but the rest of it wasn't. I don't know, so they're all kind of like, he was crazy, and like, you know, they're like, yeah, I left this hateful letter to Karen, but I'm like, from where I'm sitting, Karen deserves some hateful letters. Hell, I wrote her one too, you know, like, I don't know, man. Coffin-shaped shoes. Oh my god. Creepy. Cursed. Oh, drawing prompt. Cursed shoes. Hi, they're from that dead person's house. Oh, man. Oh, your bedtime is 1 a.m.? Alright. Coffin-shaped shoes. I can draw some coffin-shaped shoes. Well, at least draw one thing today, okay? What if I just kept it on this rainbow brush and it was like, you know, like, it's kind of a coffin shape, right? I'm thinking like, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Halloween Express coffin, okay? So, we gotta get that angle there. I mean, you guys know the vibe, alright? That's pretty good. Oh, nope. Is this a new sticker? I don't know. I like this brush. I've never really used it. Like, I created it and then never used it. Well, now it's getting a little wonky, right? Need some laces though, right? I don't know. I just imagine that they looked kind of like that, right? Like in their newness. They look like... Actually, they just look like a couple of shoes from Hot Topic, right? Just add a little heel. That's a little witchy shoe. Literally. Oh, by the way, if you look in the, what is it called? I don't know. Like the info situation of this, where I, you know, say like the rules of the chat or whatever and list out, you know, who did what songs and all that kind of stuff. There is a link for my Spring Tea store, and it's got a bunch of new stickers in it. It's got the Goth Koala sticker. Anyways, it's got a lot of new like merch and stickers and some shirts and stuff like that, so feel free to hop over there and do some browsing. There's no stickers about the house. For the longest time, when we would leave and like arm the alarm, we do Simply Safe here. We call it the bomb. Instead of like, you know, arming the house or whatever, we go, oh, did you arm the bomb? Like, yeah, I armed the bomb. We have rules. I think it's just be nice and no spam. Now it will become the cat house. Chat getting real dark. Yep. Guys, I have made some really dark jokes the past year, okay? Like, it's been pretty bad. That chat seems hilariously weird. Alright, let's see here. It's almost 5. Let's see how much, I mean, I don't know, do we like these shoes? These rainbow coffin shoes? I'm gonna need to turn this, hold up. Alright. Let's do a little bit of drawing, okay? I mean, if we like... That's not a good eraser for this, though. What should I erase with? Not that, though. Airbrush? Yes. Okay. I don't know. This has got legs, I feel like. Yeah? It's like some kind of Lisa Frank shoes. I don't know. I think that if I keep this as like a trace layer and just redo this all in one go without lifting the pen, I think it'll be nice and clean. Cleaner than this. You know? I think that's the way to go. And I don't know. I hope we get Pink Iguana. I think it's on this more upbeat channel of music. Right? Oh, so I have one other house related story. Okay, so what you have to also know about, because of, you know, the nature, the state of the house, okay? That at some point we still had, like, actually, you know what? Let me do a little illustration to help you guys understand this, okay? I hope you guys didn't come here to actually watch me probably paint a cat, because I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay, so bathroom, okay, master bedroom, hallway, okay, actually that's probably the vanity. Here's actually the bathroom, okay? So this is the bathroom, and it's got a giant hole in it, okay? Actually, you know what? We're still talking. Who are we kidding? Okay? Okay. But you guys can see this. Okay, so bedroom, vanity, okay, and there's like these closets off of it, which aren't important, but what is important is this giant hole right here, okay? That's what you guys need to know about. Then there's the other bathroom that was halfway functioning for most of this story, or most of our time here. Here's where the cat parlor is. Okay. Here's where Jay's studio is. And then there's an open doorway here. This is the great room. Here's the central fireplace. Here's the Dioji den. Okay. And at the time, the cat parlor couch was out here because, again, we were sleeping in this room. Okay. Mattress was right here. Okay. Jay's studio. There's like the hallway kind of goes like that, and here's Jay's studio. Okay. And actually, that's like a little too big. It's not even part of the story, but I'm just like, that's not accurate. Okay. Anyways. And then here's the couch that I fell asleep on. Okay. Here's the TV. Now, there's a door here. Oh, also, the kitchen is back over here, so you can go boop, 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 walk here, okay? There's also a door here. This is the patio. This is the back patio. There's a door here. This is the kitchen. I'm the kitchen. Look at that. Okay? Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get some crappy tile. Okay. Now, front door is somewhere over here. Not important. Okay, so I'm sleeping. I'm this color. Okay, I'm sleeping here on the couch. I fell asleep watching TV. Okay? Now, there's a big hole here. Okay? And, to remind you guys, yeah, sleeping here. This, the master bedroom, it's just boxes, okay? There's just junk boxes that are just in a bed frame, a sadness. That's what's sitting here, okay? Sadness. Now, also at this time, because of all the plumbing problems, outside, there is a trench that has been dug up around the entire house, okay? To fix all of the plumbing. When I say that all of the plumbing needed to be replaced, I mean all of the plumbing needed to be replaced. And also, they had to tunnel underneath the house, okay? So if you're following now, that means that there was a tunnel that went boop. So you could technically get here, crawl under here, and into the house if you wanted to. So what I had done, because I'm paranoid, because we've already been burglarized once in our lives, I stacked a whole bunch of boxes, heavy boxes and stuff here, okay? Now, so now you guys are all caught up. This is the state Bran looks appropriate for real. Poop trench. Okay. Oh, glitter coffin Lisa Frank jellies. Okay, hold on. We gotta make a note for that. Glitter jellies. Okay. Just so you guys know, I can write nice. Okay. So, here's the state of things, alright? Whoops, let's open layers. Let's get on the right layer so that I can shrink this up, because there's more story coming a little bit. Okay, now. So, what had happened, I'm sleeping, sawing logs, okay? And so, there's all these doors, right? These three all go out to that back patio. They are all deadbolt locked, okay? Now, there's also a light, but we don't turn it on, okay? Save money, electricity, blah, blah, blah. Now, I wake up, and I open my eyes, and, like, it was pretty normal for me to fall asleep on the couch, and, like, Jay, you know, will be like, alright, you know, and DOG will fall asleep on me too, and Jay, instead of waking us up, he'll just go to sleep, right? And then eventually, well, actually, he won't go there, he'll go to sleep. And so, you know, at some point, I'll wake up, and I'll be like, sorry, DOG, like, time to stop watching murder and go to bed, right? So I open my eyes, and as I'm staring at the ceiling, just kind of like trying to wake up a little bit, the porch light, the patio light, comes on, okay? And it's shining in here, okay? And so I'm like, the fuck? Like, I'm freaked out. Like, why the hell is this patio light come on all of a sudden? But it was raining and thundering really bad. And so I thought, well, because we have this trench, we have poop trench coming out right over here, I thought Jay's probably freaked out about all this rain that we're getting and is probably standing. I expect to find Jay standing in the kitchen looking out this door, because it's glass door, okay? And trying to assess what's going on out here, right? That's what I'm expecting. So I go, it's fine. Let's go talk to Jay. So I wake up and I walk, okay? I go boop, 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 boop. There's no Jay, okay? And also, by the way, by the time I've decided to get up and walk, the light has been turned off, okay? So when I get to here and there's no Jay, I'm like, excuse me, okay? And you can look over here, and when I did that, I saw a flashlight in this room, looking around at all of my shit, and I'm like, oh my god, like, someone is in my house. Someone has crawled through here, through this large hole, and they are in my house, looking around. Now, here's what my plan was. I was like, I know that here, Jay's left his old samurai sword, because of course, there's an old samurai sword laying around, okay? So I'm like, Here's what I need to do. I need to go pick up the samurai sword and then peek around and catch this person when they walk through this door, okay? So I pick up the samurai sword and I look and I see a ghostly figure in whitey tighties walking through the hallway because Jay has moved the boxes and he was doing what I thought he was doing, but he was looking to see if the water was collecting underneath the house. Scared the hell out of me. I was like, dude, you almost got bodied, okay? That's that story. Yeah. Yep. I was so glad when that hole wasn't there anymore. Just having them come in and pour concrete, okay, was fabulous. Alright. We've got some cute coffin glitter jellies that we need to make. Alright, should we? Not another 911 story. Yeah. It's been a time. That's Anatomy of a Murder drawing. The floor plan. Yeah. I've seen some shit. But, yeah. Glad to have most of it behind us. Yeah, we even had to... They had left an old satellite dish that caused a hole in the roof, so we had to have that repaired. It's... Yeah. It's been a time. Okay, let's see if my idea is gonna work with this. Okay. I'm gonna drop the opacity on that. Let me go back over to that Lisa Frank brush. Let me see if this will work with just trying to do a lot of it with one brush or without lifting the brush. Okay, cool, we're good. Okay. Whoops. Hold on. Gotta give a steady hand with this. This is... Okay, there's one. Right? Let's do a multi-layer so we can affect things without... Okay. I think this will work. Okay. Alright, let's do one for the laces. I get red. How do I get red? Lightly. It's all the colors are pressure sensitive, so I just noticed I wasn't getting any red, and I want some red. Okay. Pretty good. Clean it up. right? Get ourselves a little coffin jelly shoes. Okay, that one's actually pretty good. It's this one I think that I need to clean up. Hey. Alright, let's get back over to this. Okay, that's where I want to erase. Actually, you know what? On this one, I think erase. Let that one come forward. Actually, yeah, that one's good. Okay. I think I can select these layers and then also just kind of blend them together. Okay, that's a different layer. Wait, hold it. Where's this guy at? Oh, hi. I actually haven't listened to a whole lot of podcasts in a minute. I'm familiar with Crime Junkie, but yeah, I haven't watched. I haven't listened to a whole lot of podcasts since I stopped, you know, doing a lot of commuting and stuff. I don't really listen to a whole lot of podcasts. I don't know how I want to handle that part up there. Alright. I think this has got legs, yes? Hold up. Where's that guy at? I think it's this layer. Hold up. There we go. Let me erase something that we didn't want to erase. Okay. I just imagine people who don't normally join that are like, this is not a cat. This is not what I signed up for, so peace. Okay. Let's go ahead and merge that down and select it, and then go to our blender, probably airbrush, imagine pretty soft. Whoa! How? What? There we go. You know, just to kind of get that nice, you know, fade. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that though. let's get up here. I gotta clean this up quite a bit. Look at this wonky shoe part over here. We gotta clean that up. Or any of these areas, you know, where it's like pretty hard line on there. Let's get that. Okay. Let's see what this laces situation is. Select that now. Nope. Oh my god. Do you remember how to use this app? Derp, derp, derp. You know what? Actually, I might just use the same brush. Like, you know, use it as a color fill instead of a blender, because I think that's better. Yeah! That's better. Let's grab a blue. Let's grab a yellow, because I think we kind of missed our yellow in some areas. Whoa, nope. Okay. This could probably use some greens and blues. Kind of lost them. Getting pretty good. I feel like, yeah. Those are some shoes I would get off of a dead man and wear, right? I don't know. They need to be cleaned up a little bit. That's an unfortunate ankle shape. Oh dang, Robin. That sucks. Okay, take okay, take unlimited internet for granted. I think we're gonna see how much cat we can paint in an hour or two. Here is my smudgy fingerprinted phone. I got a black kitty that I'm painting today, or trying to paint for today. It's one of my commish-mish. Let's see. First of all, oh, okay. Oh, what? Oh yes, please close the door. Alright, Jay is back. Alright. At least you can have some human rights. Toad, you are like so spot on all the time. Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Let's act like we've opened this app before. Alright, let me go find my watercolor brushes. Did it delete my favorite brush again? Okay, no it didn't. So, also, Procreate's been really weird lately. It's been, deleting any of my recent brushes, and so I've had to, like, re-download, the Everything Watercolor brush set several times, just so I can make sure I have this brush right here. You can see that I've got a duplicate of it saved here, just in case, you know? Alright. Let's see. Maybe can I just put my reference there? Okay, that kind of works. I don't know how well I'm gonna do with this drawing situation. I just think it'll be good for my neck and my posture if I want to sit at this desk, so we're gonna try to make it work anyways. Alright. I do need to make sure that my freaking phone screen is not stupid. Nope, don't do that. Don't. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna be bumping the camera. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I just need to tape a camera to my head. That's what I need to do. Alright. Let's see here. Let's start with purple. Why not? Got an ear pointy out here. So I recently did a post on Instagram about how I paint cats, or how I've come to paint them anyways. It's definitely been a journey. But yeah, I'm just gonna start out making my cat blob here. There's that leg. There's like an arm or a little paw here. There's the back leg. There's... Oops, that's probably coming up a little too high. But then there's like a little paw peeky-doo right here. So... I'm gonna go ahead and lift that guy up a bit. Okay. And I'm just going to switch to smudging with the exact same brush. Just to kind of start to treat this like a lump of clay. Just to kind of finesse some of this a little bit. Get the ears pointed. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm really trying to make... This is weird. You guys know I like to be all slouched up on a couch. You know? I'm trying to carve away some of that. Okay, got that. There's that ear. Maybe a little bit higher than what I had originally planned. Let's go ahead and use an eraser. Same brush though. Everything's very cat blobby for a very, very long time. There's that leg. By the way, guys, I know I've been saying this for a year now, but it's just the nature of video games, but Stray, where you play as a cat in a cyberpunk kind of post-apocalyptic world, it is going to finally see the light of day. It's on Sony's summer releases, so I'll be playing that and live streaming that. Definitely. I don't know if I'll get in any game streaming before then, but so that's just very TBD. Okay. Alright, just kind of making some notes for myself. There's that leg again. And I really need to curve this in. Kind of went a little crazy. Look at the size of this foot over here. That needs to like, alright. Somehow the blending on this, the blend mode on it is more better. My good English today. Damn beans. This is the first time you've seen the painting emerge from the blank screen. Oh, okay, cool. The gravitational pull of my sofa might be too strong. I mean, for real. Definitely. Alright, so when last we talked, okay, so this, I mean, I even need to bring this up a little bit. This back leg, the one that's kind of furthest back, is kind of coming right there. Actually, this is why I like to blend at this stage, is because I can kind of push and like carve out. I mean, literally, like I'm sculpting. So, alright. I'm gonna come out here, just bring this foot in a little bit. Okay. I stopped telling people if I'm painting their cat. Yeah, on the, like for commissions. Anyways, it just, you can get, it can, yeah, I'll just, yeah, just say that. Sometimes when people come along for the ride, you know, it's like, anyways. You know, I guess. Alright, this is where that paw is peeking out, so I'm gonna in here. Here's that back leg. Here's where that paw is, so it needs to be a little bit more like right there. I guess this is going okay. I guess we'll see later if my neck or anything is like, ah, no. Okay. Here's where the light's kind of hitting that leg. And I'm sure that I've got, actually that's way too. Let's just go ahead and do a little drink here. Like a boop boop. And just kind of pull that up. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's just do that. And blend that in. That was a little too loud. A little too loud, a little too low. Okay. Alright, I think that that's a pretty good spot. Okay. Now, what if I try to just use colors? Ah, but I've got 2 oranges and yellows. Okay, we'll see how long we can just use colors that we've already got currently. just some of the middle ground slash underpainting. See, there's that, how that paw's gonna go, you know, right here and just kind of touch on this, this part of this leg right here. There's like some deep shadows here. I'm gonna have that other leg go back. I got some face shadows. The nose come down. Shadows are just kind of like sculpting out that head a little bit, and coming up in the ear, along the top, inside of that ear, a little Scooby-Doo. Okay. And we got like a lot of shadow here in this underside of this back leg. I'm just gonna kind of soften a lot of this. Just mostly some color. Dude, Uber Eats, leave me alone. I ain't hungry right now. They know though, right? They're like, oh, you normally eat around this time. It's cheese o'clock. That's the pull you're feeling right now? Cheese o'clock? Let's see. What should I use for like super deepity dark? Maybe a blue. To kind of push some of these darks back. And there's on that paw right there, and under the paw, so that that leg can come forward a little bit. I'm gonna soften some of that. My brush is just getting smaller and smaller, kind of every time I start to make another pass on colors. Shadows that are on that back leg, that's the furthest away, so that this other foot here can lift. Alright. And then that paw with the kitty beans that are just like so prominent, it's kind of in that circle area. I'm not really going to do a whole lot with it right now, I'm just kind of going to mark it with that circle. Okay, I'm gonna soften some of the edges here. Alright. Focus a little bit on the face for a bit. Nose, got a lot of shadows around it just to kind of help it come forward. Got an eye that's mostly closed on this side. Got some shadows in the furs. gonna kind of just a general eye notation here. Don't know if that's working. Bye, Tress. Out some things. Push those darks away a little bit, widen the face out. And that eye in a little bit more like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, the head is like... Oh man, I need more room. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna need to get this ear like all the way up. It's getting a little organic shaped over here. Lost my kitty shape. Okay. Something like that? I don't know, guys. Oh, you're saying bye to Laz. Oh man, bye Laz. Crap, I think I missed saying bye to Laz. I don't know how his nose is looking, y'all. With his whole face. We need to focus here, I think, for the live stream. Okay. There's a nose. That eye still kind of lines up with what I thought. That first pass. Okay, let's see if we can just kinda... Whoops, nope, we need a smaller brush. I don't know, man. love this green. I don't know what I'm doing. Just wanted to put some green down for where that eye is. I don't know. I just thought it might help. And I'm not really sure if it's going to. But it might. What if I decided to start live stream drawing again and I'm having a horrible drawing day? You guys know how it goes. Maybe we should just go back to rainbow jellies. It might be one of those days. That rando mark there, that was funny. Okay. Here's that other eye. I mean, it's got some definition now, but still not 100% sure. Let's see, a little bit of cat math here, still not great. Gonna have to shrink in this head, it's getting too big. So many, you know, it's, we got drinks this early in? Oh my gosh. I don't know, is that not right? I don't know. Maybe that is good enough for now. Kind of bridge that. Okay. It looks like Batman, right? I am Batman. I'm Batcat. Look. I don't know. Insert Bruce Wayne. Right? It's Batman. I am the bad cat. You know, Jenny, I've been really cheap on how I watch TV right now, and I've watched all of the recent like iterations of RuPaul's Drag Race, like All Stars, UK, Holland, etc. I've been watching them by watching YouTubers comment on the show and cover the runway walks and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's how I've been watching it. But I do know who won the last season 14, if that's what you're maybe wondering. Just kind of see that there's going to be kind of an eye here. Possibly do something reckless. Just start doing some crazy. That's still too crazy. Just doing some. Dude, what is up with the rando marks? What is up with this? Get out of here. Lord. Okay. All sorts of misbehaving. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. Just trying to put some maybe more strong definitions around things. Is that helping? Is it making it worse? Or at the very least not helping? I don't know. I mean, I think maybe it's helping. I think it's helping me. And I guess that's where the help needs to be. Alright, got a pupil that still feels about right here. Highlight. It's covering most of it. Well, nope. Look at all these random marks on here. What the hell? Pretty early for an eyeball highlight, but I don't know. I'm just trying some stuff that I think will help. Help me. Help me help myself. A nice, like, super chartreusey color. Still not sure, but I don't know. Can be worse, I guess. Let's see if we can carve the shadow of that eye. Maybe with a purple. Oof. Maybe not with a purple. Not that dark. Oh, that's cool. That's good, burritos. Oh, you just woke back up. Welcome back, Brizzy. Yeah, sometimes they like the nasty gals in them seasons, you know? More ratings. And all that. Now I'm just blocking a whole bunch of random stuff in. I don't know, guys. We don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm fine. If this completely flops, it's fine. Maybe at least that's one thing that the house has done. It's kind of mellowed me out about a bunch of other stuff. Like, yeah, you know, that's fine. It'll be fine. We can get this eye shape down. This head is also just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm gonna have to shrink it back down again. Maybe it's starting to take form. It's not too bad, I guess. I mean, I can see a path forward. There's where that paw's coming. Just a little bit like boop. Let's see, does that feel right? That stuff feels about right, accurate-ish. Okay. Let me go ahead and switch the blender to dry brush. Just so I can fan some of this out. Get some good illusion of cat fur here. Can you imagine the illusion of cat hair? Kinda, sorta. Alright. We'll just cut one here. Scoopy-doo on this ear. Scoop. Scoopity-doo. Alright, well, it's better than where I thought it was going to be. Cat hair is everywhere. The illusion of, and that's what, you know, I don't know, this is an ironic statement. The illusion of cat hair. No, it's there. It's really there. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go back to that and just kind of start to maybe soften some of this a little bit. A little bit more subtle stuff on this nose. The eye still looks a bit flat to me, but I don't know. I think it's a good starting point. flesh out this nose a little bit. Kenny, where in France do you want to go? I just want to go back to Japan, guys. That's all. Is that too much to ask? I don't need to go to all these other countries. I just want to go back to Japan. Alright, now I can see a path forward, I think. Burgundy to go to the castle being built. I can't even... How do you pronounce that second one? For champagne! Burritos, you seem pretty well traveled. Actually, Jenny's been to Thailand, right? Because you were giving me the details on durian there. Blech. That's cool. That's cool, Victoria. Baguettes and brie. Just pretty much all the food. You know. That's why it's always crazy to me that, like, many of my friends go to another country but refuse to try food, a lot of food there, and just kind of end up eating what they would eat here. You know, it's like, what is that? I just don't know that you can really experience another place if you don't eat the food, eat the cuisine. We need to carve out just the slightest little peak of an eye here. Does he have, like, what do you mean he has no sense of smell? Like, literally, or are you being like, you know, pinkies up Kenny about it? We are on that Snapple. but is there another eye that's kind of like that? Let's get the deep darks though of it. Actually, let me jump down one layer to that. Auto carrots! No actual sense of smell? Wow! That's crazy! Does that not affect like his taste buds? I would think it would. I'm sure I have cat hair in my mouth. You've been to Thailand. You lived in Malaysia. Wow. Jenny, remind me, I mean that was for work, right? That you were doing all that traveling for? Guys, I'm gonna tell you, I was not ready for this amount of solicitors that I would have to deal with and or dodge with living in a house. It does affect his taste. Can't tolerate red wine at all. White tastes like cough syrup. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's awful, dude. My condolences to his taste buds. Caitlin Savage, oh my god! What are you doing, dum-dum? Dum-dum! I'm gonna type it. I'm gonna come over here and type it. Everyone say hi to Caitlin Savage, my dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Sorry, I'm typing this. There you go. Shouldn't you be out on a date, Savage? Savage helped me move into my house. Man. Going to Europe is cheaper than Disney. And, I don't know, probably less of a pain. Gotta bring that shoulder up on this kitty. Savage, you say Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Savage, Mama Savage, for me. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Savage, you haven't seen the cat parlor since I set it back up. You should come out sometime. Also, Dioge's got his own bathroom. It's pretty fancy. The house has come a long way, I think, since last time you were here. We've got running water, actually. When you were here, we only had the one toilet, barely. Like, at one point, you had to use the restroom in one bathroom, but you could wash your hands in the other one, but not in the... Anyways, it was all bananas. It was crazy. I think Dioge's outside the cat parlor waiting for Jay had to shut the door. Huh? Oh, yeah, no, I closed it because I was just doing anything I could to keep heat out of the house. Yep. Okay. I'll feed him in a minute. I gotta get a cat door for this room because Dioge just wants in and out, in and out, in and out. Who do I think I am? Working bathroom? Very fancy. A true friend there, Caitlin Bravo. Yes. You ordered a Derp OG shirt. Yay! Yeah, guys, just as a reminder, there's a link in the description for the live stream that has a link, not to be redundant, that goes to a store of mine, a little storefront with new stickers, new merch that does feature Dioge's derpy ass face. I've also got the Goth Koala as a sticker, my bag of ducks autocorrect stickers on there, and actually what's really awesome about Savage being here is that there's also a sticker up there that Savage inspired. She's the one that inspired the fuck everyone, I'm gonna grab my own ass, and I had that written on a post-it note at my desk at home forever. and I still have it. Like, I found it the other day. But yeah, so go check it out. But Caitlin, I'll get you a sticker. Don't go grab one. You get a free one. I forget what else is on there. The post-it note design for It's Okay to Be Messy. That's up there. Anyways, there's some new stuff up there. I think Froggy Doo. You guys remember the frog drawing that I did last year from one of the sketch challenges? That's up there as a sticker. Anyways, go check it out. My goal, low-key, my goal is to try to make this like a, you know, a goodbye regular work. You know, I just want to do this. I just want to paint cats and design stickers and stuff. So I kind of spent some of my time trying to stand up some things. Be a little bit more serious about it. Still gonna grab my own ass. Oh, there's also the Hot Mess Express, and also a new design for my dad's quote, you kids be safe, and if you can't be safe, be sanitary. I've got one that's in more of a classic whitey-tighty look with like the red and blue bands, so those kinds of colors instead of like a yield sign color. Anyways, so yeah, there's a lot of new stuff up there. Soul Crush can stickers up there. I haven't gotten Murder Couch up there just yet, but it's a-coming. I need to scooch this ear over. I need a live stream until at least the Caturday parade comes on, right? I think it's official that this cat is definitely outgrowing my original marks, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Burritos. I didn't think it was gonna get to where it needed to go, but we're getting there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to either shrink this down or do something, because she's too big. Because at this point, yeah, everything's just gonna, well, maybe I have the space for it though. I don't know, we'll see. Let's keep going with this until I run out of space and have to actually, because I think this is gonna need to come down a little bit further. Savage, you know what sounds good? That Greek place that we went to. That sounds good. Okay, let's see. And that's gonna scoop under that arm. here. Things are just gonna have to adjust. Things are shifting. Welcome back, Brizzy. Can you put safe and sanitary phrase on actual briefs? Did you see that there's little mini briefs where it's just the briefs, just the underwear, just the underpants. And there's also some creative briefs that look like underpants but like have paint splatties on them. I made sure not to use any brown for those, you know, because we want to be very clear on what kind of splats we're dealing with here. Okay, what's the new cat math on this? I'm thinking here's about, and then that, so yeah, that foot's gonna be moving out to like here. I'm thinking something like that. Man, everything is just, real briefs would be a great idea. Nice. Wisdom in the chat. Why is YouTube censoring showing love and hugs from Jenny? That is so weird. Brizzy, I haven't heard this story. Zelda, yes! Zelda. Savage, we need to get back to Zelda. Some of this a bit on these paws. Get that back leg, it's gonna go back. We're gonna need a lot more space. Okay, let's see. There's that leg situation. Let's back out and save. It's been a minute. She didn't want to go home while her owner was away, so she slept in my room with me at the foot of my bed. Her name is Mouse. She's not a snuggler, but she is a talker. That's cute. So much for all this cat math I did earlier, just blowing this all out. Let's go ahead and, I mean, what else is new, right? There's the new paw placement. It's approximately, approximately? Anyways, you know, unsubscribe. Approximately here. Just double down on the paw puns, it's fine. Okay. Let's get back into the face. For the rest of the live stream. Oops. Let's switch. No, wait, that's the right brush, just a little too big. Okay. This needs to be a change shape this because scotch. Just a little bit more round of an eye here on the bottom. Zoom out, damn. scoops. Scoop in here. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it for tonight. Okay. Get that out of my way because my head kept like gunk 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 gunk. I'm sure you guys are like, yeah, we know. Just go ahead and play a time lapse of whatever I did today. I will take a look at it in the morning and be like, yeah, I can work with that, or we gotta scrap it, you know? Alright. And DOG is like yowling at my door. I gotta get a little cat door for this door so you can just kind of come in and out, because he really is like inside outside with this door, especially like when I'm at work. Like work. So, fuck. Anyway. Toddlers and planes are a bad combination to begin with. True. Man, I got secondhand yawn. Alright. I'm just reading to see what you guys are talking about. You found a comic all about tea? That's crazy. Let's do the time lapse again. I've seen a horse yawn. I don't think I've seen a horse yawn. Talking about yawns has got me going though. Definitely never seen a bird yawn. Oh man, that's all pretty short. Alright. New glasses and headphones. No. No. Don't feel too good. But yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I will take a look at it. I'm gonna try to get as much painting done as I can before my mom arrives to be disappointed in her Mother's Day lunch. So we'll do that. See if it's gonna work. Otherwise, restart. How long did I paint? Almost 2 hours. I need a sign smaller than that. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Why am I signing with my finger? There we go. It's kind of cool. I didn't know that was there. Digitally sign everything now. Hooray. I know, Brizzy! I know! You get it! You see? Yeah, I texted her to be like, hey, can you be here at 10:30? So that we can go eat at 11 for brunch. And she says, yeah, ... And I'm like, alright. And then she ends up calling me because I didn't respond to her, yeah, ... And she goes, where are we going? And so then I told her, and she was like, wow. She just kind of had a tone about it, and I was like, is that not acceptable? I just need to start calling her Linda. You know? That's what I need to start doing. She thought it was going to be only breakfast food, and she was like, I ain't a breakfast person. So I was like, okay, well, you can eat other stuff there. It's not just breakfast. Then she was like, okay, I guess. One of these days I really will take my mom to Taco Bell. So. We're delaying lunch with my mom too. Many graduations around here. Yeah. Alright. I'm doing that thing where I just sort of sort of stand around digitally, awkwardly, and don't say goodbye. But, okay, so yeah. Just as a reminder, the new live stream schedule for YouTube is the first Caturday of every month, so I actually won't see you guys here until June something. I don't know when the first Caturday of June is. I don't know why I have to, I mean, you guys have a calendar too. June 4th. After that will be June 2nd, and that one's everyone bring your Tim Tams, okay? Or not June 2nd, July 2nd, bring your Tim Tams or whatever treat you want, because that's my birthday weekend. My birthday is the Friday before, so that Caturday, let's have some treats here. That'll be exciting. And, yeah, bring all the Tim Tam slams and stuff, but yeah, so I'll see you guys June 4th for sure. That's the next one, and I'll probably will try to start sprinkling in some Instagram lives. I just haven't figured out how to set my devices up for that yet, because this has to be my phone, which means I can't see any messages. So I need to figure out how I can see messages on a different device. But yeah, and once I get the video game situation set back up, might start live stream playing The Last of Us 1. Not that I have a problem with 2. I thought 2 was great, but gotta start with the first one. So yeah, those are tentative plans on the Instagram and video game front, but I'll definitely be back on the 4th. Otherwise, you guys know I'll be up to shenanigans on Instagram because they're making me have to be a video editor now. So, oh gosh, don't forget Mercury retrograde starts May 10th. Oh god, okay, great. How long does it last? How long does Mercury retrograde last at that point? I guess I'll hold on, instead of making Jenny just look everything up for me. What? Just a whole bunch of gobbledygook I just typed. Mercury retrograde. Okay, everything's spelt good. The upcoming Mercury retrograde is going to cause some chaos. Okay. May through June 2022. Your guide to surviving communication crisis. Okay. Let's see. Nope. What are you doing? My phone is already in Mercury retrograde. May 10th will begin its backward dance in... Whoever wrote this is very flowery with their words, so bear with me. Begin its backward dance in the playful and clever signs of Gemini and then move into reliable Taurus on May 22nd. All the while, it'll be throwing shade, throwing our technology, travel, and communications out of whack until June 3rd, when it turns direct. It's quite the ride, but it's nothing we can't handle. Thank you, Refinery29, or whoever wrote this article. Thank you for having faith in me. So funny, whoever wrote this article. I just begin its little dance. Fantastic. Okay. The vibe shifts when Mercury enters Taurus on May 22nd. Compared to Gemini, the sign of the bull is more stubborn, diplomatic, and inclined to indulge. Well. Don't worry, guys, it's nothing we can't handle. This article says so. So, there you go. My whole house is in retrograde. I get like those people who like leave, you know, little pamphlets and little door hangers advertising their services, and a general handyman left one on the door this morning. But like it starts up at the top with just house repair, and I'm like, yes, please repair my house. It's clearly broken. I have seen that phasmophobia. Oh my god. Oh, sorry for anyone who catches that yawn. Yeah, this whole year's been... Look, the US definitely in retrograde. Talk about going backwards. Anyways, this was fun. Good to see you guys again. See you. Boop, boop, boop. And, yeah. I'll see you guys. What? Lindsay? Linz, you can't join right now. I'm leaving. Ah! Why are you doing this to me? Jesus, Linz. I have to go feed the OG. I have to leave. It's like almost 2 hours past his food time and stuff, so you know. Oh, you did join earlier. I missed it. Yeah. I'm missing my... Sometimes I have someone who lets me know when messages have been directly sent to me, but I don't have that right now, so... You know. It's fine. Savage was here. Anyways, Chaos, yeah, no. DOG saying this again? I thought we were done with this. Honestly, he wouldn't mind if it didn't impact his food schedule, you know? So. Alright. Jeebus. Okay, I'm really getting out of here though. So, you know, thanks to everyone who joined. Like I really appreciate you guys, and you know, it's good to be back. Yep. I hope you were entertained by the stories that I told. The very entertaining non-fiction stories. Yup. And, yeah. I know that a lot of people who already had to leave won't maybe see some of this, but, like, you know, so thanks, Laz, for joining. Thanks, Mr. Biscuits. You know, anyone else who had to leave already. Thank you. Yep. Alright. Let's get out of here. Before I forget, you kids be safe. And if you can't be safe, be frickin' sanitary. Goodbye.